Stand on Singapore's western edge and you'll see something extraordinary rising from the sea. Here, where the land meets the water, a new chapter in Singapore's story is being written, one that will shape not just the city, but the world. This isn't just another dock, it's the Tuas megaport, a revolution in global trade. Stretching across reclaimed land, it's a testament to Singapore's relentless drive to innovate and adapt, even when faced with daunting challenges. Imagine a city built to move the world's goods faster, smarter, and cleaner than ever before. Here, automation and artificial intelligence work hand in hand, orchestrating a symphony of movement where every container, every shipment is tracked and managed with precision. This is no fantasy. It's happening now, proof of Singapore's massive vision. Day and night, workers and machines transform the coastline, turning blueprints into reality and dreams into steel and concrete. Here, the future of global commerce is being forged, one container at a time. Each box tells a story of products made, journeys begun, and connections formed across continents. The Tuas megaport isn't just about size, it's about reimagining what a port can be. It's a living laboratory where new technologies are tested and refined, setting new standards for efficiency and sustainability. Singapore's leaders saw the chaos of global supply chains and decided to build a smarter solution. They envisioned a port that could anticipate disruptions, adapt to changing demands, and keep the world's goods flowing no matter what. They're creating a port for a world that demands speed and intelligence. Autonomous vehicles glide silently across the docks, while advanced software predicts the best routes and schedules, reducing delays and cutting emissions. This project is Singapore's bold answer to the challenges of the 21st century. As global trade grows more complex, Tuas Megaport stands ready to meet the needs of tomorrow, with flexibility and resilience built into its very foundations. It's a symbol of how even a small island can shape global commerce. Singapore may lack natural resources, but it has always made up for it with vision, determination, and a willingness to embrace the future. For decades, Singapore has been a vital hub for ships carrying everything from smartphones to coffee beans. Its ports have connected producers and consumers, east and west, fueling economies and enriching lives. But as ships grow and trade becomes more complex, the old ways can't keep up. Traditional ports struggle with congestion, inefficiency, and environmental impact, problems that demand bold solutions. The Tuas project is a multi-billion-dollar bet to keep Singapore at the top. Investors, engineers, and visionaries from around the world are watching closely, eager to see how this experiment in scale and technology will unfold. What's rising from the water is more than infrastructure. It's a plan to secure prosperity for generations. The port will create new jobs, attract global business, and ensure Singapore remains a beacon of progress in a rapidly changing world. And it all begins here, on the reclaimed shores of Tuas. From this foundation, Singapore is building not just a port, but a promise to stay connected, competitive, and ready for whatever the future brings. As the sun sets over the horizon, the silhouette of Tuas Megaport stands as a reminder: the future is not something we wait for, it's something we build together, one bold step at a time. To truly understand the story of Tuas, you first need to appreciate the remarkable journey of Singapore itself, a nation that has defied the odds at every turn. This tiny island nation, barely visible on most world maps and with virtually no natural resources of its own, has always depended on something far more valuable: its strategic location at the heart of Southeast Asia. Nestled right on the edge of the Strait of Malacca, Singapore sits at one of the world's busiest maritime crossroads. Every year, thousands of ships pass through these waters, making it a critical artery for global trade. For centuries, Singapore has been the meeting point where East meets West. Its port, once a humble trading post, has grown into one of the busiest and most advanced in the world, a vital link connecting manufacturers, markets, and consumers across continents. At any given moment, hundreds of ships fill Singapore's waters, carrying everything from electronics and cars to food and medicine. This relentless flow of goods has transformed Singapore from a sleepy fishing village into a global financial powerhouse, with its port at the very heart of its economy. But in recent years, the world has seen just how fragile these global supply chains can be. A single ship stuck in a canal, or a global pandemic, can bring trade to a sudden halt, leaving store shelves empty and factories idle. Ports around the world became overwhelmed, with ships forced to wait weeks just to dock and unload. For Singapore, whose very lifeblood depends on the smooth flow of trade, these disruptions were a wake-up call. The old ways of working, simply adding more manpower or working longer hours, were no longer enough. The world needed a new kind of port, one that was resilient, efficient, and intelligent enough to handle whatever challenges the future might bring. Recognizing this, Singapore made a bold decision. It was time to build a port for the future, starting from the ground up, one that could secure its place at the center of global trade for generations to come. Building a new port wasn't just about global chaos, It was about Singapore's own challenges. Land is precious, and old terminals took up valuable city space. As the city grew, ports and urban life clashed. Trucks hauling containers through city streets was no longer sustainable. The old terminals, some decades old, were built for a different era. Today's ships are massive, but the old docks and cranes couldn't keep up. Competing ports in the region were modernizing fast. In global trade, if you fall behind, ships go elsewhere. To stay number one, Singapore needed a leap, not a step. Consolidating all port activities at Tuas would solve multiple problems. It would free up city land, accommodate the biggest ships, and boost efficiency. The Tuas megaport became essential for Singapore's survival and success. It's not just a good idea, it's a necessity. The future demanded it. Calling Tuas megaport big is an understatement. This is not just another port, it's a colossal undertaking that redefines what we think is possible in maritime infrastructure. The sheer size and ambition of Tuas are almost beyond comprehension, setting new benchmarks for ports worldwide. When finished, it will handle 65 million TEUs a year, nearly double today's volume. To put that in perspective, a TEU is a standard shipping container, and 65 million of them would stretch around the globe more than once if placed end-to-end. This staggering capacity will make Tuas one of the busiest and most important ports on the planet, supporting Singapore's role as a global trade hub. The port will be as large as 2 major residential towns combined. Imagine the space occupied by entire neighborhoods. Now picture all of that dedicated solely to moving goods and connecting the world. The scale is so vast that it's reshaping Singapore's coastline and urban landscape, and it's being built from the sea itself, through massive land reclamation. This means Tuas isn't just expanding on existing land, it's creating new land where there was once only open water. The process involves moving millions of cubic meters of sand and earth, a feat that requires both precision and power. Engineers use giant caissons, 10 stories tall, to create new land. These enormous concrete structures are floated out to sea and sunk into place, forming the foundation for the port. Each caisson is a marvel of engineering, designed to withstand the relentless forces of the ocean while supporting the weight of the port above. It's one of Singapore's largest engineering feats ever. The coordination, technology, and manpower involved are on a scale rarely seen anywhere in the world. Every stage of construction is meticulously planned and executed, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in civil engineering. The port is being built in 4 phases. The first 2 are already running. This phased approach allows Tuas to start operations even as construction continues, ensuring that Singapore's shipping industry never misses a beat. Each phase adds new capacity and advanced features, making the port more powerful with every step. By the end, Tuas will have 26 kilometers of deep water berths. That's longer than the entire length of Manhattan, providing enough space for the world's largest ships to dock side by side. These berths are designed to accommodate the next generation of mega vessels, ensuring Tuas stays ahead of global shipping trends. That's enough for dozens of the world's largest ships at once. Imagine a fleet of massive container ships, each the size of skyscrapers laid on their sides, all loading and unloading cargo simultaneously. The logistics and coordination required are mind-boggling. Every road, crane, and building is placed for maximum efficiency. The layout is the result of years of planning and simulation, ensuring that every movement, whether by truck, crane, or automated vehicle, is optimized for speed and safety. This efficiency translates into faster turnaround times and lower costs for shipping companies. In the old system, moving containers between terminals meant city traffic and delays. Trucks would clog up city streets, causing congestion and pollution and slowing down the entire supply chain. It was a system that worked, but it was far from perfect. At Tuas, everything happens in one place, faster, cleaner, and smarter. The port's integrated design means containers can be transferred directly between ships, trucks, and trains without ever leaving the port area. Automation and digital systems keep everything running smoothly, reducing human error and environmental impact. Transshipment is streamlined, cutting time and complexity. Containers can be moved from one vessel to another with minimal handling, reducing the risk of damage and speeding up global trade. This efficiency is crucial for Singapore's role as a transshipment hub, connecting shipping routes from all over the world. Tuas isn't just the biggest, it's set to be the world's most efficient port. With cutting-edge automation, sustainable practices, and a design built for the future, Tuas Megaport is poised to transform global shipping and set new standards for ports everywhere. Tuas Megaport isn't just bigger, it's smarter. Automation and AI are at its core. Driverless electric vehicles move containers 24/7, guided by GPS and AI. Cranes are nearly fully automated, operated remotely from high-tech control rooms. AI calculates the perfect path for every container, optimizing every move. A digital twin, a real-time virtual replica, monitors and predicts operations. Managers can test ideas, spot bottlenecks, and optimize flow before problems arise. Even ships are guided by a vessel traffic management system, like air traffic control for the sea. All this tech creates a seamless, integrated system. The goal: make moving goods so smooth it's almost invisible. Tuas is the quiet engine driving global commerce forward. Building the world's biggest port means protecting the environment too. Singapore aims for Tuas to be one of the greenest ports on Earth, the goal: net zero emissions. All port vehicles are electric, slashing pollution and noise. Solar panels cover rooftops, generating clean energy for operations. Engineers minimize environmental impact, even relocating rare coral to protect marine life. The port's layout reduces travel distance for containers, saving energy. Tuas will also supply ships with cleaner fuels, paving the way for green shipping. It's not just about cleaning up its own act. Tuas is enabling a sustainable future for global trade. Singapore is proving that industry and environmental stewardship can go hand in hand. Building Tuas meant overcoming huge challenges: soft seabeds, wild weather, and complex logistics. Land reclamation required meticulous planning and skill. Singapore also had to train a new generation for high-tech port jobs. Upskilling programs prepared workers for automation, robotics, and data analytics. The payoff: thousands of skilled jobs and a massive boost to Singapore's economy. Tuas will attract global business, reinforcing Singapore's status as a trade hub. The freed city land will become vibrant new districts. Tuas strengthens the economy, creates better jobs, and improves city life. Tuas isn't just an upgrade, it's a new vision for maritime trade. It sets a global standard for precision, intelligence, and sustainability. Ports worldwide are now looking to Tuas as a blueprint. A more efficient port in Asia means a more stable global supply chain. Tuas's data-driven approach will lower costs and increase reliability for everyone. The port acts as an information hub, making the supply chain transparent and resilient. Real-time tracking and predictive alerts are now possible. Tuas is Singapore's declaration: the future of shipping is smart, green, and human-driven. Next time you see a container truck, remember the journey behind it. Tuas Megaport is at the heart of a global transformation. It's a story of big ideas, long-term vision, and investing in people. Tuas shows how technology can empower, not replace, workers. As Tuas reaches full capacity, it stands as a symbol of human potential. With courage and ingenuity, we can build remarkable things. The world keeps moving, and Tuas is one of the engines driving it forward.